We're live on Facebook.
I threw her out the window.
Oh. Alright, fellas. It is week 16. We got 3 more weeks left. Are you guys sad?
So I'll say this.
Kind of relieved.
Kind of relieved.
Because the Saints have had a terrible season?
Hey, we're still in playoff contention, boy.
That is true.
Now that the Rams have been officially eliminated from the playoffs, I will say we won't go to the Super Bowl.
So
That's fair.
who's your NFC prediction then?
My NFC hope is not the Niners.
Anybody but the Niners.
So
Yeah.
Mike Tyson going to the Super Bowl. Is that your prediction, Christian?
Yeah, he's going to knock out Patrick Mahomes and give the San Francisco 49ers the Super Bowl win.
Okay.
Please no.
So, big news, breaking news. Jalen Hurts may have dislocated his shoulder last game.
He's out for 2 weeks, so we don't have to play him when the Saints play the Eagles.
Is that going to derail the Eagles season? Because if they lose the next 3 games, the Cowboys win out, which they play this week. So if the Cowboys win, they're 1 game behind, and then if they win again, they're tied, and then if they win again and the Eagles lose, they take the division. Well, that'll flip everything upside down for the Eagles. Because right now they have home field advantage all the way through.
All the way through, yeah.
And if they lose out and the Cowboys get that well, they want to be the 1 seed.
No, the
but
Vikings would probably take over.
if they
as
get
1
the
seed.
2 or 3 seed, they get home field advantage at least once. And then the Eagles just lose it. Like,
Yeah, but I don't know. They're still a 13-1 team right now. I mean, so unless it just completely derails,
well,
like they just can't find their.
all they if they
groove
lose
anymore.
2 and the Cowboys beat them worse than the Eagles beat them the first game, and then they both win the last game, the Cowboys have the tiebreaker.
Right.
Because then it's the same thing as the Lions-Packers.
Right, but I'm just saying, unless they completely just forget how to play football, I think they'll be fine. No matter where the games are being played.
Well,
Until they run into the 49ers.
I was about
and
to
the
say,
49ers are gonna
if
win.
the 49ers have home field advantage, that's a lot harder than if the Eagles have home field advantage against the 49ers. You guys got any opinions on that?
I thought Christian was going to say something. I think the Eagles are straight just as long as they're healthy-ish. I actually think they might get the Cowboys with Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, Garner's a good backup.
And the Cowboys just lost to Trevor Lawrence and almost lost to Davis Mills. So
Yeah.
All right.
Over the last 5 weeks, Trevor Lawrence is the best QB in the league.
I wasn't saying Trevor Lawrence has like a spite. I'm just saying like a, not top 15 quarterback, a top 25, maybe 30 quarterback.
Yeah.
Here's my hot take. Whatever is the first game the Eagles play in the playoffs, they're losing.
Wow, you think a first round, or so like, kind of like the Packers did last year?
That's a great example there, Wyatt. Great example.
Getting bounced in the first game they play.
Well, let's talk about Week 15 a little bit, fellas. I'll start with the records here.
Wait, we didn't elaborate on his hot take, bro.
Yeah, they're getting bounced first round, or the first game.
Yeah, like, who do you think that's going to be at least?
Yeah, Christian, who do you think?
Yeah, who's bouncing the Eagles first game?
Well, if they really do lose the first seed and drop to like
The wild
the
card?
wild card or something,
They would be the 5th seed, most likely.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
they're going
that
to get
5
bounced
seed.
out.
Guaranteed.
They're going to get bounced out by whoever wins the NFC South.
So the Panthers going to bounce him out?
The Panthers kind of blew their shot this week by losing.
I feel
to
like
the
if we're
Steelers.
being realistic, it's between the Saints and the Bugs.
I was just joking.
All right, well, we'll start off with the records from last week. In the straight up money lines, guessing each game, me and Jordan tied with a whopping 10-6 record. Still positive, but 6 losses. Pretty bad. Wyatt was solo second with a 12-4 record. And Christian somehow could have won a lot of money if he bet straight up money lines, just solo games. He went 15-1.
Well,
Who was his one?
He picked Baltimore to
bet
beat
that.
Cleveland.
I bet that, and you know who lost it for me?
Baltimore.
Tennessee.
No, you picked the Chargers on the podcast.
Yeah, you're right. I think it was Baltimore.
Yeah,
Baltimore.
Oh, Tennessee. Tennessee. I did like a second bet. And what did you guys lose by?
3.
It wasn't the under 2 or 1.
3.5 was the spread.
I can't remember what my bet was, but I think I might have just did a separate one on the afternoon games, and I picked all of them right except for that one.
Actually, 3 was the spread, so exactly 3. But moving on to the picks that we made for like favorites and dogs. I'll start with Jordan because you went 1-3. You sucked in that. Christian went
this week.
only had 1 win. He went 1-2-1. He pushed on the Chargers game because he had them to cover the spread and they pushed. And then I went 2-2 and Wyatt went 3-1. So Wyatt could have made 4 solo bets and won a little bit of money.
Which one did I get wrong?
You got the Baltimore Cleveland over wrong. They scored 13-3.
Yeah.
But
That
let's
one
get
was
into
bad.
that, fellas. Starting off with a Thursday night San Francisco at Seattle game. San Francisco put the beat down on them. And they clinched the NFC West. Any takes, Jordan?
It felt like it was their division to lose, really. Basically, once they traded for Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Seattle's kind of on that downward spiral. They're not gonna clinch a playoff spot. They're not gonna make the playoffs. They started off hot.
They definitely excelled expectation this year.
Yeah, I think they were projected to win like 5 games on sports betting books.
Surprised it was that high, honestly.
Yeah,
Aren't they only at 6?
They're
They're at
7-7.
they're 7-7. To be honest, though, this year I'd probably take Geno Smith over about 17 quarterbacks.
Not
Or I would take him as the 17th quarterback.
End up 7-10 or whatever.
Well, I'd probably take him over Andy Dalton, Ryan Tannehill, and Baker Mayfield.
Or are you just giving up on Ryan Tannehill all of a sudden?
Well, I'm just saying Geno Smith hasn't got hurt this year. Ryan Tannehill's been hurt 3 times.
Because IK ain't in the building.
Huh?
Huh?
Because what?
Because IK's not in the building.
Who the hell is IK?
The guy who punched his lights out when he didn't pay him his money.
Ryan Tannehill?
What are you talking about?
Geno Smith.
Oh.
Is that true?
Yeah, he punched it. You don't remember Geno getting his jaw broken by his teammate?
Yeah, that was what, his 2nd year?
Might have been.
I don't remember this
Who
at all.
did he get drafted by?
The Jets.
The Jets.
The Jets, yeah. Yeah, it was his 2nd year. I just watched a TikTok 30 for 30 on him. All right, next up, Indianapolis took a 33-0 lead on Minnesota, and Minnesota came back and won 39-36. Matt Ryan becomes the biggest choke artist in Super Bowl history and regular season history.
Okay, I mean, I get it.
Do you?
I get it that he was the quarterback of the teams that blew those leads, But I mean, that's on the defense, bro. You're up 33-0, and then your defense gives up 36 points in
Yeah,
the
but-
second half.
But
You scored
But-
3 points in the second half.
it also goes on the offense because they just kept giving the Vikings the ball right back.
And in pretty good field position.
So it's probably like coaching as well, being too
I'd
conservative.
say coaching.
It's a lot of
Coaching and-
factors, but you know what the X factor is in all these upsets? It's Matt Ryan.
Christian
I
is
hear
a well-known Matt Ryan.
This is like
But Matt Ryan's
he
not the
has,
one
like-
playing defense.
okay, but how does it happen to him so many times if he's not the problem?
It's only twice.
I'm not saying
No,
he's
it's
not.
not.
I'm not saying he's not
There's
part
a
of the
bunch of
problem.
them.
But you can't just throw it all on Matt Ryan.
I just seen a picture yesterday where it was like 7 different games where they had double-digit leads in the fourth quarter with like 5 minutes left, and they lost all of those games.
What are you doing, bro?
Oh, I was just looking at the live, seeing if there's any comments.
Wow.
There is. Marcus said, Eagles, Bills, Super Bowl. Eagles win in overtime, 31-28.
Overtime? Isn't there like ever been one overtime in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, what if that's the
Speaking of Matt Ryan,
what if that's the exact score though, and they go to overtime and the Bills win in overtime with a field goal?
I was gonna say tell Marcus should have put money on it, but then you said the Bills win, so it's just like no, maybe he should have put money on it.
I mean, regardless,
No,
he
he
wins,
said-
right?
my
Be
bad,
an
he's-
Eagles fan.
He said Eagles win.
I know, but you just said the Bills win.
Oh my bad. What if the Eagles win 31-28? I just misspoke.
Oh.
That would
Then
be-
hopefully he put some money down on
That
it.
would be crazy. He's not a fan of any team, so he was an Eagles fan because that was my dad's NFC team, and then he was a Packers fan for like a year, and now he just says that football sucks. He says you guys should watch a real sport like paintball.
Yeah, that sounds like a Shreve thing to say.
What Shreve would say that besides
I was about to
Marcus?
say Marcus.
Your dad was saying that after the Kaepernick stuff for a while.
What? Next up, we had Baltimore in Cleveland. Baltimore had a chance to keep the lead in the NFC or the AFC North, and they get beat 13-3. Are the Ravens dead without Lamar Jackson?
They're
I
not
mean,
looking
just
great.
like last year, as soon as Lamar got injured, they lost like every game and
Yeah.
ended up like not even in the playoffs.
Gave up the division.
And they're doing it again this year.
Yeah.
It's almost the exact same, except J.K. Dobbins is balling out. He just can't get the ball in the end zone.
Yeah. Lamar can come back and they tighten up the defense. I mean, the defense actually isn't playing that bad. Like, didn't they only score like 13 points? or
Yeah.
10 points?
What'd you say it was? 13
13-3.
3.
So the
Yeah.
offense just can't score with Huntley in. And,
Yeah.
and if the Ravens let Lamar walk, the Ravens are gonna suck for years to come.
I'll second.
Huh?
I'll second that.
I thought he said I'll suck dick. Just kidding.
That might be like top 5 dumbest decisions in NFL history if they
But
let him walk
if he
away.
can't stay healthy, though, then why are you going to pay him all this money?
I mean,
Yeah,
I'd take it.
is he any worse than Aaron Rodgers not winning for 17 years?
For 17 years. Yeah, okay.
12 years.
So yeah, that was probably the most boring game of Saturday. Indianapolis versus Minnesota was definitely the best game, and then just a mid game to finish out the day with Miami at Buffalo. The
That was
best.
closer than I expected.
Yeah,
I thought it was a decent game.
it was good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just
Oh, I thought you said it was mid.
isn't decent and mid almost the exact same word?
No, mid is a step below.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Well,
Yeah, I was surprised that the Dolphins hung around in the snow like that.
I think
I am too.
I think the ending was the best part. 'cause
Hey, it
that's when
snows
was
in
really
Alabama,
close. It does.
What?
The dome, though.
Tua said it snows
That's-
in
yeah.
Alabama.
Yeah, during one of his media
Oh.
conferences, they asked him about it. He's like, "You guys know it snows in Alabama too, right?"
Well, the reason it got brought up
Or-
is because when they played the Chargers, it was 50 degrees in LA, and they had heaters on the sideline.
Yeah.
So, but I think the best part of this game was the fans throwing snowballs at the Miami players.
And then the refs had to delay the game and ask the fans to please stop throwing snowballs, or the Bills will get a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
Do you think
Seems
they would
fair.
like, disqualify the Bills if the fans like never like just wouldn't stop?
Just kept throwing snowballs.
That would be
Yeah, I don't know.
hilarious. What you gonna say, Jordan?
If my fans did that, I'm moving the team out of Buffalo.
What did you
That
have?
actually did happen once.
A team got moved because the fans wanted to stop being so rowdy.
No, it was like a Giants game, I think, and they just kept throwing snowballs that had ice in it, and I think they just like canceled the game.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Because people don't know how to act.
You know what's dumb? Buffalo's getting that like all new stadium. Why does it not have a dome?
Because their fans embrace that, bro. They love that.
Bro, they be slamming.
They just had to lose a home game this year because of it.
But the risk, though.
That's true. Well, we'll move on. Philadelphia at Chicago. Speaking of Jalen Hurts, earlier in the podcast, Jalen Hurts gets injured in this game, but they still pull it out. It was like, what, 28 to 16 or something like that?
25-20, wasn't it?
25-20?
Dude, speaking of this, ESPN had the dumbest headline this morning. I seen it when I was at the gym, and it was like, they put Jalen, Hurt. I was like, you're stupid.
That not clever, bro?
No.
Pretty clever.
Well, Justin Fields is still electric. The
Yeah,
Bears,
he had a decent stat line.
yeah, Bears will be good in 3 years. Hey, give it time. Trust the process.
I'm pretty sure Justin Fields is the number 7 rusher in the league right now.
Yeah,
I think he has 1,000 yards exactly right
Hey.
now.
You know, Michael Vick had a couple good years like that where the Falcons were dog shit. So, it's not saying.
hey, just wait. Trust the process. All right, next up we got Atlanta going on to New Orleans to beat the shit out of them and losing.
I don't want to hear nothing from someone who lost to the Jags.
Y'all lost to multiple teams that were worse
There's
than
a
the
lot of
Jags.
teams that lost to multiple teams.
You have like one more win than us.
Aren't you guys like 5 and 8?
All right, 2 more wins than us.
Yeah, Justin Fields does have exactly 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
First quarterback
That's
since
funny.
Vic.
Huh?
First quarterback since Vic to have 1,000 yards, right?
No, Lamar had
Jackson
1,000
did.
like last year, didn't he?
Lamar broke the record.
Okay.
Yeah, didn't he have like 1,200 or something?
Oh my god.
But yeah, that. What do you got to say about your team finally stepping up to the plate?
I mean, still too close for comfort. We had a 14-0 lead and then ended at 21-18. But as long as the Bucks got such an easy game this week, though, so
Who are they playing?
the Cardinals on Sunday night.
Yeah.
I mean, if we could beat the Browns and they lose to the Cardinals,
Are you
that's all
guys?
we need is for them to lose out.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
we
are-
win out.
If you guys win and they lose, aren't they still like a game above you because they have the 2 wins against y'all?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, we need to win out, and they need to like lose at least 2.
Yeah, I feel that. All right, next up, Kansas City almost losing to Houston. Not really almost, but it was way closer than Kansas City should have let it be.
I mean, Texans have been playing teams really hard this year and like making good teams sweat.
I don't know what the stat is, but I swear they can't be like more than like minus 30 for the season with like all the scores tallied up.
Oh, the plus minus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think their biggest
They-
loss.
Well, you know what's insane? The Vikings are only +3 right now.
Oh, they were minus before.
They're 11.
I can
and,
believe that.
They're 11-3 with only a +3 plus minus. That's insane.
Can you remember them blowing out anybody though?
They haven't
I remember they got blown out.
by the Eagles. But yeah, nothing too exciting. Patrick Mahomes still being So with Jalen Hurts getting hurt, is Patrick Mahomes the clear-cut favorite to win MVP now?
If Jalen misses like 2-3 games,
You don't even think if he just misses this one, Patrick takes it?
if the Eagles like finish the season with like 2-3 losses, I think it's Jalen's.
But the Patrick Mahomes
Regardless.
still has better stats.
Chiefs only have 3 losses.
You get everything out of the car.
Yeah, but no one was expecting the Eagles to be this. The Chiefs are always that.
That's
I
true.
don't know. I'm pretty sure I said the Eagles were going to be like 12 and something.
I doubt that.
All right. Next up, we had Dallas going to Jacksonville and losing in last overtime pick 6. Any thoughts?
Sweating? Are you sweating?
Now I'm chilling. We got 3 easy games coming up. We play Houston next week, Dallas
Is
the
that an
following
easy
week,
game? Dallas.
and then we beat Jacksonville to secure our spot in the playoffs.
But Jacksonville was an easy game.
Those all sound 3 pretty hard games, honestly. With how the Texans have been playing, how Dallas has been playing, and then how Jacksonville's been playing.
No.
No.
Derrick Henry going off for 800 yards to finish the season. Last 3 games. Could
Yeah,
you?
still,
Could you
how
imagine?
confident are you? How confident are you in his 2,000-yard season?
Yeah, I just said 800 yards to finish the season. So he's gonna miss it by like 80 yards. If he did that, would that be the greatest 3-game stretch by a running back ever?
Probably.
It's like 300 yards a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he puts up 300 against Texans, 300 against Jacksonville, and
200 against.
200 against Dallas. Now let's just say 300, all 3 of them.
Oh, so 900 yards.
Yeah, and he's gonna hit that 2K mark.
No. Absolutely not.
He's
Has anyone ever had a bigger, like, downward slump in a season? He was on pace for what, like 2,200 or something, and now he's like not even
Yeah.
gonna break 2,000.
well,
This season?
yeah, he was. He had like 900 in the first 7 games or something like that.
This season?
Yeah,
No, I don't.
he
I don't remember that.
he was the
that
first.
that seemed like it was like last season.
He was on the same trajectory as last season. And then he just started. Well, our offensive linemen are all hurt. We have like 3 offensive linemen hurt. We have like 6 defensive players hurt. Our receivers are hurt. The Titans are just a fucking disaster. But we're not talking about the Titans. We're talking about Jacksonville and Dallas. Micah Parsons doesn't think AJ or Jalen Hurts should be the MVP. He thinks that AJ Brown is the reason he has all his numbers.
Sounds like a hater to me,
Yeah,
man.
that's an interesting take.
No, he just
So
said
who does-
his team.
So who does he think should
Patrick
be
Mahomes.
Oh.
All right, next up, Detroit went to New York, well, to New Jersey, played the Jets, won 20-17, and the Lions are on their way to being in the playoffs for the first time since 2016.
Until they lose to the Packers.
Are you nervous?
A little bit. Dude, we still have to get past Miami and the Vikings before we're even worried about Detroit.
Exactly. Are you guys nervous that my take about the Lions was 100% correct?
They aren't getting 11 wins.
I fixed it and said 10. The same
They
podcast.
can't get 10 either.
Yes, they can get
Yeah.
10.
They're
I
7
thought
and
they have
7.
eight
No.
losses.
No,
They're
they're
7-7
with
3
more
games left. They play the Panthers, the Bears, right?
The Bears
The
and the
Bears
Packers.
and the Packers. And those are 3 games that they easily could win. And especially with how well their offense is clicking.
Also, 3 games they could easily lose.
With how they lose close games. Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
Yeah, but with them going towards your pick, your Jets one's going down.
It is, but they also only need 3 wins, and their defense is insanely good.
Yeah, but they play a good team, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe they might play the Dolphins again. They play the Dolphins again. But even if the even if the Jets win 9, that's one game away. Because I said 10 for the Jets too, and I said they would be the 7th seed. So if that one misses by 1 game, I'm okay with it. I won't be mad. But yeah, this was a fun game. You know, a lot of defense, and yeah, Mike White is no longer the starter because he's injured, and 10 doctors said he was not able to play. He went to 10 different doctors.
Yeah, see.
Didn't you pick the Jets? Now that I'm thinking about it.
No, I picked the Lions.
Hmm.
Last week, yeah, I picked the Lions. Writing down who
Wait.
picked the Jets. Only
I just
you
don't
picked
think-
the Jets, Jordan.
Behind you.
Me, I picked the
That's
Jets. I.
There's a circle. Can you grab it?
Yeah, you're the only one who picked the Jets. Wow.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, how does that make you feel?
I swore I went the other way on that. But
I guess
don't
play
know.
Jacksonville.
The Jets play Jacksonville next? Yeah, I know. That's the
On
first.
Thursday night.
That's the first loss that Jacksonville takes in the last 3 games. And then they lose again in week 17, and then lose again in week 18.
Honestly, that game should be pretty good because they're both on like the same trajectory at the same time.
Yeah, and that defense, like the Jags defense or offense, is like one of the best in the leagues in the last 5 weeks, and the Jets defense has been one of the best the whole season. So we'll see how it goes. It's all Zach Wilson now.
You said the Jags play the Lions, right?
The Jags and the Lions?
No.
Isn't that what you said?
No, the Lions played the Panthers, Bears, Packers. Yeah. But next up, we got Pittsburgh at Carolina. Carolina kind of just doubled down on not making the playoffs by losing to Pittsburgh, who had Mitch Trubisky.
I was happy for that.
I guess, but is Pittsburgh gonna have have they clinched the first losing season underneath Mike Tomlin, or can they still win 9?
I mean, I think they can. Will they? I don't think so.
Yeah, I think they're 6-8 right now.
Okay, so they have.
They can afford a tie.
That's true. If they win 2 and tie, then it's not a losing season.
It'd be wild if he really pulls off another like non-losing season.
I hope he does, honestly.
The craziest thing is the Steelers aren't going to get rid of Mike Tomlin, even if he has bad seasons back to back to back, because the Steelers have had 4 coaches since the Super Bowl era.
That's great tradition, man.
That's insane. All right.
And
Next.
Baker's had 7 coaches his whole career.
That's true. All right. Next up, we have the stupidest play in NFL history when New England lost to the Raiders, and Jacoby Myers threw the ball to the Raiders player, and the
Mac
man
Jones
just
got
stiff-armed the hell out
Taylor
of
Jones
Mac Jones.
stiff-armed the shit out of Matt.
Bro, literally ended man's life. You
Yeah,
okay,
that was
bud?
crazy.
I just don't get the thinking there, man.
I know it's a tie game. Like, you can still play for overtime. You didn't have to win the game right there. So
Yeah,
I don't understand the thinking there.
They shouldn't have even got to that point, though.
Why not?
Nowhere happened.
Because old dude was out of bounds.
Oh, yeah, I did see that too.
Wait,
Actually, yeah.
what happened? Oh, his foot on the catch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's That's the Raiders and Patriots for you. It's always that story.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
All right, next
Alright,
up,
You watch the baby.
we had Arizona getting beat by Denver. Denver finally had a decent offensive showing and won a game against Arizona.
Without Russell Wilson.
Wilson.
All right, but Russ did play pretty good the week before he got blasted.
Well, he played good for like a little bit. He was playing bad, and then just out of nowhere in the third quarter, threw it 3 touchdowns to Jerry Jeudy. Kind of like Jerry Jeudy played good.
You gotta get him the ball.
Couldn't you say that same thing about A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts?
I mean, Jalen Hurts is also running over people. Like, he's also rushing a lot. He's not just tossing the ball to A.J. Brown. Alright. That was a boring game, though. I'm pissed the Broncos even won. Next up, Cincinnati went to Tampa Bay, started off really slow, came back, won that game. Is Cincinnati the best team in the AFC?
No.
She's got stuff to add to your podcast.
Top 3, I'd say.
Top 3. What about you, Jordan? What do you think?
She's talking to you, Wyatt.
I don't believe in them as the
Ready to
best
throw some
team.
hands?
Is it insane
Because
that
unless
their
she's ready to
season
throw
this
some
year
hands, I don't
is
wanna hear
almost
it.
exactly the same as their season last year,
She's
though?
fucking telling you, dude.
I have no idea what you guys just said.
Is it crazy that their season this year is almost exactly the same as their season last year?
I feel like their season this year is better than the one they had last year.
They
It's regular season.
Well, they started off like decent, like mid, and now they're catching fire. into
This
the
year they
playoffs.
started off horrible. They were like 1-4.
Yeah, I guess like the start, but I don't know.
But what's their record right now?
9-4.
Yeah, so I think they're doing they're doing a
10
little
and 4.
better. Yeah,
10-4.
10-4 because they finished the season last year with 10 wins, right? Anybody?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it was 10 wins.
I'll look it up.
All right, moving on. Tennessee loses on a last-second field goal to the Chargers, and that game was a lot closer than it should have been. The Titans' offense is dog shit.
10-7.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. But yeah, how are you feeling about your Titans right now?
Their offense is Todd Downing should have been fired a year ago.
What is this? 4 losses in a row now?
4 losses in a row.
You still think you're gonna take the division?
Yes, because we have a really easy end of the year schedule.
What's the last 3?
Texans, Cowboys, Jags.
Okay, Texans I'll give you. Cowboys is probably a loss. And then Jags is a coin flip for me.
No, that's 3 easy wins.
No,
man.
I don't think so.
Bro, have you seen
I
that?
think you guys might get the Cowboys because the Cowboys don't like to guard the run.
Yeah, but be honest with the way you guys are playing. Is it really 3 easy wins?
With the way we're playing?
No.
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 With the way that we should be playing? Yes. With how Todd Downing is performing as an offensive coordinator? No. The fact that we're like 15th in total points, like for the season, like scoring wise, and then very last in second half scoring is nuts. Our first half is good, and then the second half is just complete and utter dog shit.
How you know it's not just the players, bro, coasting in the second half?
They stopped giving the ball to Derrick Henry.
Because he's always hurt by playoffs, so they're trying to, preserve him.
They don't hand the ball off to anybody. They don't utilize Hassan Haskins. They only utilize, what's the other dude's name? Fuck. Can't think of the other running back. Hillard? Yeah, Dontrell Hillard. They don't utilize him, like, at all. They sometimes put him out to catch a pass or two, but that's about it. And
What if Derrick Henry's very self-conscious and is like, if anybody else gets 15 carries, I'm not playing next week?
What?
could you imagine?
That's a diva right there.
It's been. I'm sure it's been done.
And Robert Woods is not living up to the hype that the Rams made him seem to have.
He needs a good offensive system, man. You know what Robert Woods was putting up before he came to us? A career high of like 600 yards. Yeah. Think about that.
Wow. That's better than most Packers receivers right now, I guess.
Huh?
That's better than most Packers receivers right now, I guess. We'll take that.
Yeah, what does Aaron Rodgers have this year? Like 1,800 passing yards?
No, he's at like 3,000 something. With 23 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. The first time he's been in double-digit interceptions since like 20... I don't know what it was. I think it was like 2012, maybe? I don't know. I'll have to look it up.
Man, that interception he had last night was so like
Like, what is Lazard doing? He just like stopped and turned around and then just watched it go by him and then realized that there was a DB behind him. He was like, "Oh shit!" I need to make a tackle.
We got one more game before we get to that game. So let's talk about the Sunday night game. The Giants going to Washington and playing the Commanders, basically securing their spot in the playoffs.
Just about. If they lose out, I think they still don't make it.
I was the only one who believed in them.
Who? The Giants? See, I just was hoping Washington made it because Taylor Heineke's fun.
Careful, there's a box there.
What the fuck?
I think I'm
You
the
like
guy.
him? You told me that before.
And Daniel Jones rushing.
I think I'm the guy who had the Giants going 7-1 at the start of the season. Just saying.
And they surpassed your expectations.
By one.
All right.
But, yeah, so the Giants winning was what the Packers needed for the best chance to make it. So I'm okay with that, even though I picked Washington to win that game.
All right, next up, the final game of the week, Monday Night Football. The non-stake bet because Wyatt was scared and Jordan doesn't like to bet.
I wasn't scared. But
You said I already bought some. I
I
already
did.
bought you a steak this
I
year.
already bought
I
one
ain't
steak,
bought-
dude.
I
I
ain't
ain't
bought
doing
no
it
steak.
again.
Wait, so did you guys bet a Subway sandwich? I can't remember.
We didn't bet
It's not
anything.
that I don't like to bet. I don't like to bet when it's my teams.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, Los Angeles Rams go down to Green Bay, and Baker Mayfield washes himself up in dirty sand and proves why he couldn't even make it on the Panthers. Because they lost.
How do you feel about the Rams' performance there, Jordan?
And all I gotta say is, y'all don't be turning on Baker now, man. Y'all was riding with that man all the way this season. Don't be trying to turn on now. But
Randy Dalton.
it's too freaking cold, guys. All right, Rams don't play good in the cold. Let's just get rid of all these outdoor stadiums. Let's
No.
put domes on.
Absolutely not.
I think the big thing that Baker Mayfield had happen was when he was off balance and made that underthrow with
To Russell.
what was it, Skaronis or whatever your white receiver's name
Oh.
is, Scotta Tawala. What's your
Ironic.
Skowronek?
yeah.
Yeah, he was like wide open and he underthrew him because he was off balance and getting hit, and it was like a
Douglas
pick.
was right there.
Yeah, it was a pick in like the 20. That kind of like sealed the deal for y'all to lose.
I thought the game was kind of over after that pass interference, and he underthrew him, and we came out and did nothing after that.
Yeah.
Like that was featuring the baby that's screaming her head off.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah.
Any words on this game, Christian? Did you even watch?
Monday night game?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
How
The
could you
disrespect
not
to your two
watch a
fellow.
Monday night game when the Green Bay Packers are playing? Absolutely ridiculous.
For one, I was at work and I was watching that.
Well, the Packers are more important.
To finish off that week after the Monday night game, me and Amber faced Christian and his brother Cameron and beat the shit out of them in multiverses, go watch that on Jordan's streaming channel. I Do It Gaming.
Not up yet.
You got carried.
I had more knockouts than her, bro. That's third game. I had all 4 knockouts.
She had more damage.
I'm just saying.
And she's 11-11, which means she's played like 50 matches on that game.
Well, maybe you should have. You didn't even attempt to practice. That's what
I didn't even get a chance to pick the game. Jordan just said, you're playing multiverses. I didn't even know it was like...
I gave you like 3 days though, man.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
Not
as soon
once
as
did
he
you
told
say-
me, I told you.
That's all you said, though. You didn't say, hey, do you want to play multiverses? You said, your game is multiverses.
So you had time to prepare, like I said.
But why did everybody else get a chance to pick a game, and me and Cameron were just screwed?
Because what range of games do you think Amber plays that are more than one player?
Pokemon?
Pokemon is one player.
No, it's not that bad.
Well, yeah, I guess you can.
Yeah,
Also, what game would you have chosen?
Modern
Tell her to see
Warfare.
me. Tell her to see me in WWE, bro.
Where I would have carried it and I still would have won.
No. Tell her to see me in
No.
1v1 quickscopes.
Yes.
Well,
You'll see my comment.
Kenna said the Christmas lights are a nice touch. So, shouts out Amber for putting those up.
Thanks.
Bruh.
Somebody just scoot across.
Yeah.
Guess who?
Joe?
Celeste.
Joe Mama.
Hey, it was Celeste, yeah. No. It was the uglier Shreve.
You're right there.
Got his ass.
Heyo. Alright, well, we'll move on to week 16. This is the Christmas special week. We've got a lot of games on Saturday,
Yeah.
3 games on Sunday, and 1 Monday night game. Isn't it weird that they're only doing 3 games on Sunday?
No, because it's Christmas.
Yeah, but why are they doing all of the games? Like, why not do more games on Sunday?
Because all
Like
those are important ones.
I guess. I guess they're important if you consider games that don't really matter for anything.
What are you
important.
talking about? Green Bay's playing that day. The important ones.
And if they lose, is that an important game?
Well, they're gonna win, so.
Alright, well, we'll get to that stupid ass game. But first, let's start with the Thursday night game. We got Jacksonville at the Jets. We got Jacksonville favored by 1 point and a 38 over under. Anybody want to start off and take it away? Thoughts?
I'm going Jets. They're gonna bounce back.
Mhm. I'm going
Zach Wilson's gonna figure it out, and they're gonna bounce back.
Jets.
Well, I guess Christian's the only one going Jacksonville because I'm never picking Jacksonville in my life, and I'm going the Jets.
What if it's Jacksonville versus the Texans, and if the Jags win, you guys make the playoffs?
Then I'm picking Jacksonville. I'm a man of my word. I'll pick Jacksonville in that game.
All right, what's next?
No other words on that? That's it?
Yep.
Alright. Next up, we got New Orleans going to Cleveland to play the Browns. Cleveland's favored by 2.5 points with an over-under of 32.
Holy shit.
That is a low
That
over-under.
is like the lowest over/under I think I've ever heard.
Who's the game between again?
Saints and Browns.
I don't understand how the Browns are like the favorites like almost every game, and they'd be losing all the time. Like they were the favorites against the Bengals.
Well, that's because they beat the shit out of the Bengals. Like the third week or whatever it was.
I'm going Saints. all day or day.
I'm going Cleveland.
Jordan?
Like a Packers man.
Saints.
Well, this podcast is split. I'm going Cleveland. Nick Chubb running all over that defense.
Would be you two who sympathize with a rapist.
Hey,
Allegedly.
Nick Chubb gonna be all up on that D.
Did you hear him?
Chubb as a Chubb.
Did you hear him? All right, next up we got Houston going to Tennessee to get beat by the Titans. Derrick Henry's putting up 250 at a minimum.
Probably not, but I will agree that Tennessee is going to win that game.
I'll go Tennessee will win on a last-second field goal.
Write that down.
What, does he not get it if the Titans just blow him out?
Nope. He only gets the point if they win by a last-second field goal now.
Christian's going Houston. You just like being different, don't you?
Like, you're legit going Houston, or you're just trying to say that to piss Derek off?
No, legit. I think this will be Houston's last win of the season.
Well, the Titans are 5-point favorites with 37 over/under. When he says last win of the season, he also means second win of the season.
Yeah. Well, second and a half. Because they got the tie, right?
Yeah. Next up, we got Cincinnati at New England. Cincinnati's favorited by 3.5 points with a 41.5 over/under. I think Cincy
Beats them by
beats the
more than that.
shit
Yeah.
out of them. I'm guessing by like 17.
Well, I wouldn't go that high, but
Oh, I am.
I would go by about 10, 7, something like that.
Cincy and who?
New England.
Where's it at?
New England.
I'm going Cincy.
Give me New England.
Wow.
They were embarrassed last week. No, they got lucky last week.
No,
No,
they got
New England
unlucky.
Yeah.
They got unlucky.
Oh,
They got-
yeah. Okay, yeah.
All right. Next up, we got Chicago home against Buffalo. This is the Justin Fields breakout game. Buffalo's favored by 9 points. Over under 40.
Don't tell me you're taking Chicago.
I'm taking Buffalo.
Okay.
Chicago's not winning another game this season.
I'm taking Buffalo as well.
This should be chalk all the way across.
Piper didn't come to our tree this year. I'm upset.
Jordan, no.
Yeah, Buffalo.
She's done that tree for fucking.
I do think Justin Fields will have like 115 rushing yards, but
CD bomb.
that team's not good enough to win games.
No. That
Alright.
defense isn't good enough to win games.
Next up, we got Atlanta at Baltimore. Somehow Baltimore's favored by 7.5 points. Is Lamar back?
Probably.
Because that's
Lamar's not back until contract is in his account.
That's what people are saying.
Yeah, but
he shouldn't
if-
come back until he gets it.
If Lamar's not back, the Ravens should not be favored by 7.5 points. Maybe like a 1.5 or 2.
Against
But
who?
Atlanta, but 7.5 with Huntley is insane. The over/unders 37.5.
I'm gonna pick Baltimore just because I want them. I need them to win.
I mean, you don't really need them to win.
I guess I don't need them to win, but I just want the whole NFC South except for us to lose the rest of the games.
Who are you going with?
I think I'm going Atlanta. I think Baltimore's offense is just abysmal with Huntley.
They're gonna be pissed if Lamar plays.
All right, if Lamar plays, I'm switching it to Baltimore.
I'm going to go Baltimore now.
They always have the right to.
I think they figure it out.
What you got, Jordan?
I think I'm gonna go Atlanta. I mean, no. I think I'm gonna go Baltimore just because I think Atlanta's packed it in this season.
Pack something in, if you know what I'm saying. All right, next up, we got the Giants at Minnesota. Minnesota's 3.5-point favorites with a 48 over under. I think that's going to be a high-scoring game. The Vikings' defense is trash. The Vikings' offense is electric. They just got embarrassed in the first half, so I don't think that's going to happen again.
Yeah, I need the Vikings to win this game, so I'm going Vikings. Actually, shit, if I need them to win, I should probably go Giants.
I think the Vikings will win by at least 10.
Well, shit. If we're all going Vikings.
No, you're already sinking in, bro. No changing.
But I need...
I mean, we had multiple picks the same last time. And they won.
Did they? Which ones?
Philly,
You're not doing anything wrong.
KC.
I'll keep it.
Yep, that's it. Oh, and San Fran. And Minnesota. Oh, there you go.
All right. Well, yeah. Let's go Minnesota then. Minnesota
Christian, you
wins.
said Minnesota, right?
Yeah.
All right, next up, we got Detroit going to Carolina. Detroit's favored by 3 with a 43.5 over. Under. Detroit's going to beat the shit out of them, I'm guessing, by 9 points.
I need Carolina to win that, but I feel like Detroit's going to win it. So I'm going Detroit.
Yeah, I'm going Detroit.
Detroit.
But I'm going to root for Carolina.
Ooh.
Well, Christian's going to root for Carolina. For Detroit.
Yeah.
You guys are literally facing off against each other like the whole way through. Because he needs these teams to lose and you need these teams to win. All right. Next up, Seattle, Kansas City. Kansas City's favored by 9.5.
Yeah.
48.5 over under. KC's about to beat the bricks off of Seattle.
Yeah, I'm going KC.
Two bad weeks in a row. I don't think they're going to be slow out the gates this time again.
Yeah, no. Kansas City.
Who you got, Jordan?
Kansas City.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes.
Bro, this is Geno versus Patrick Mahomes we're talking about.
Oh, in that case, still Kansas City.
Well, when you put it that way.
Next up, we got Washington.
When you put it that way, Kansas City by 40.
Next up, we got Washington going to San Francisco. San Francisco's 7-point favorites with a 39 over under.
San Francisco.
This one, San Francisco might actually win by like 28.
Yeah, I'm going San Fran.
Who are they playing?
Bro, you need to listen.
Open your
I am lifted in. You cut out.
They're playing Washington.
No, I'm talking about law.
You think they just gonna blow them out?
Yes.
Did you see what they did to the Bucks?
When I go up to somebody and
No. Oh. Yes.
I say, are you just checking on you?
I mean, I'm going San Fran. I'm just saying, I don't think they're gonna blow them out.
Purdy's the truth.
Yeah, Purdy's going to start next year. He's literally
Well, I
making...
don't know about that.
Bro, who's going to take...
They want Trey Lance to be the starter there.
Not if Purdy takes it to his...
Trey Lance was literally the 3rd pick in the draft. Like, you have to put him out there.
You don't have to. If Purdy does what Purdy's doing, you bench Trey Lance or trade him.
Then they have to trade him. Because you're not benching a 3rd round pick. Or a third overall pick.
Hey, tell that to Josh Rosen.
He was 10.
Still. Tell that to Mitch Trubisky.
Where's Johnny Manziel?
Well, he was like 30th. Or 29th.
I think he was 23.
He was
later.
He was low 20s.
He got picked up by the Browns with like their 3rd pick in the 1st round or something like that. 2nd or 3rd. All right. Speaking of the Browns, next up we got Philadelphia going to Dallas. Dallas is favored by 4.5 with 46 over under, and Dallas is favored because Jalen Hurts is out.
Yeah, with Hurts out, I'm gonna take Dallas.
What did the Browns have to do with any of that?
Nothing at all. Who are you taking, Jordan?
Not taking anyone now because all I can remember is the Browns.
Philadelphia and Dallas.
Taking the Eagles.
I'm taking Dallas.
Well, I'm taking Philly because I don't think Gardner Minshew's all that bad.
I think he's just.
What you gotta do
I
is
think he's just
run the ball.
different, though. I don't think they're used to running the football through him. Like they're not used to running the offense through Gardner Minshew, and he can't do what Jalen Hurts does.
Wow.
What?
It's offensive, bro.
How is that offensive?
Because Gardner Minshew has a mustache, you're trying to say he's too slow or something?
I'm not saying he's too slow. I just saying he can't run like Jalen Hurts can.
Wow. I'd be offended, bro. If I was Gardner Minshew, I'd slap you right across the face.
Good. Use that as motivation to go win the game then.
Alright, well,
I highly doubt he cares what I think about him.
that's the last Saturday day game. Finishing off Saturday, we got the Saturday night game. What they're showing it off as the 50-year anniversary of the iconic catch. I guess the Steelers were playing the Raiders through Terry Bradshaw threw a pass. It was tipped, caught, returned, and ran in for a touchdown to win the game. I have no clue.
Are you referring to the Immaculate
Reception?
Reception?
Literally,
Immaculate
man.
reception. Yep.
Literally has a name in football history.
Yeah, why?
What do you mean, why?
That wasn't any more immaculate than what Jones did to Mac Jones when Jacoby Myers threw him the pass.
You
Like,
talking about that stiff arm?
I'm talking about that everything, that pull play. But
Wasn't
yeah.
was that a playoff game?
No.
Or was that just a regular season
Oh.
game?
The Raiders and Steelers?
Yeah, the Immaculate Reception.
I have no clue. It's just the 50th anniversary. That's all I know. I don't even know what the hell it is.
All right.
I'm pretty sure that was like the AFC Championship
Yeah, I
game.
thought that was a pretty important game.
I'll show you a pretty important game. We're talking about Las Vegas going to Pittsburgh, Week 16.
This literally is not important at all.
Hey, the Raiders are trying to make their push for the playoffs.
Okay.
Pitt is favored by 3 with a 39 over-under.
Pittsburgh is favorited?
Yes.
All right, well, that's my dog.
You're taking Pitt?
Yeah. I know, I'm taking
Yeah.
Vegas.
Caught you in a lie, buddy. You said yeah. You're taking Vegas. Who are you taking, Jordan? Vegas and Pitt. Pitt is home.
Vegas.
Chris?
My other Super Bowl pick.
Vegas.
Well, that's a chalk pick because we're all going Vegas. Alright. Starting off Sunday morning, you get to watch a boring-ass Green Bay Packer team go
Not
down to
boring,
Miami
Not
and
boring.
lose to the Dolphins.
Nah, ain't happening.
Dolphins are favored by 4 with a 49.5 over-under. What do you guys got on this Christmas Day game?
The Immaculate Reception was a divisional playoff game.
Okay.
Miami.
Hater. Green Bay winning out the rest of the season.
So why it's got
Making
Green
it
Bay?
into the playoffs as a 7 seed.
I'm
And then
going-
winning the Super Bowl.
I'm going Miami.
Aaron Rodgers is good, but he ain't no Eli Manning.
Who you got, Jordan?
Also Miami.
Oh my god. Alright. Give me Green Bay.
How much? How many points they win by?
Probably 3.
Oh, okay. So a pretty boring game.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Denver playing the Rams in LA. Denver's favored by 2.5 with a 36.5 over/under.
LA by 40.
Write that down. By 40. He doesn't get a point unless it's by 40.
Well, I'm gonna go with the Rams because fuck the Broncos.
Denver. And then Jordan's gonna have to live with the Rams having the worst record
Going
after winning a
Broncos.
Super Bowl in NFL history.
But what was the second part of that sentence, though?
Worst record ever.
No, the second part, though.
Hey,
After doing what again?
it's still a shame, alright? It's still a negative in the history books.
Bro, I don't care if the Rams literally go out of business after winning the Super Bowl, bro.
You would not care if the Rams just were not a
No, if it
Doesn't
franchise
exist
anymore.
anymore.
If it meant we got one more Super Bowl and they were just like, that's it, we're done, I'd take it.
No, that's a
I'll
lie.
take it.
That's
You
a
know,
lie. No. Then who the hell would you cheer for at that point?
I would cheer for FIFA. I'd be out of the game.
Speaking of FIFA, that World Cup was sick as hell.
Yeah,
That was crazy.
That finals was great.
Absolutely insane.
Mbappe,
As well.
not as
Kind of
good
made
as
me want to
Modric.
get into soccer, but I probably won't.
I don't care that much.
I told Cody, I was like, see, if every game was like that, soccer would be cool. But the problem is, most games are boring.
Yeah, most games are 0-0 or 0-1 or some shit.
And no excitement at all. Alright.
01 was a good year, guys.
No.
It was.
Terrible.
What the hell happened in 01?
The Rams went to the Super Bowl.
Oh.
That's it. Jordan just said he loved 9/11 confirmed.
Damn.
Did you see that thing with Brady? It was like his first Super Bowl was 9/11. His last Super Bowl was COVID. It was like, why does it have to be like a national tragedy for Tom to win a Super Bowl or something like that?
Just so you know, I'm clipping that last part where you say 01 was a good year. And then I'm going to freeze frame it and point out how your background is like on a secluded island. And then Christian saying Jordan confirmed he loved 9/11. And then make it to where you did 9/11. All the signs point that you are the one who did 9/11. And then
I didn't say.
it's going to have George Bush coming out of a cell, and it's going to say George Bush is free. Confirmed Jordan did 9/11.
If you spend that much time on
Bush is
that, you have my
never-
permission to do it either.
Never in jail though.
It's a joke because everybody says Bush did 9/11. So now he's free from that meme. Because it's now Jordan.
Gotcha.
Jordan did 9/11. Alright, to finish off Sunday night, we got another boring game. Bro, Sunday kind of sucks.
What are you talking about? The Green Bay Packers are playing on Christmas Day.
They're about to get
Best Christmas ever.
They're about to get shit kicked by Miami.
Nah.
Then Denver
That's a
plays
lie.
the Rams. Those are two real shitty teams.
That one I
And
don't
then we
care
have, to finish it off, Tampa Bay at Arizona. Like, the NFL was like, hey, let's make sure nobody watches football with these three shitty-ass games.
Hey, the Rams was supposed to be a pretty good game, bro.
It's supposed to be.
Two shitty-ass games in the Green Bay Packers.
But why did they flex so many games? Why didn't they flex these ones?
And then keep, like, actual good games. Like, you could have had, like, Cincinnati and New England, which kind of matters for playoffs. You could have had New York Giants and Minnesota, which would have been will be a better game than those three, and kind of matters for playoffs. Detroit at Carolina matters for playoffs.
I don't think you can flex games besides Sunday night.
No, they flexed. Most of these games were on Sunday, and they moved a lot of them to Saturday, I think.
No, not for the Christmas games.
No?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, you can flex any game up to 2 weeks in advance.
Up to 2 weeks in advance. I remember Jimmy G got hurt once, and they flexed it that day.
No, well, the rule now is it has to be 2 weeks in advance.
It cost us a primetime game, bro.
But to finish out the Sunday Christmas Day fun, Tampa Bay is going to Arizona to play Colt McCoy. So Tom Brady has probably played the easiest schedule in terms of quarterbacks in his
It wasn't.
history of his career.
Did Colt McCoy get hurt in that game?
Wait, did he?
Yeah,
Trace
'cause I
McSorley
thought.
was
Yeah,
playing.
Trace
Yo,
McSorley
is
was
Trace
playing.
about to start?
Maybe.
Yo, I'm about to just be playing that song on repeat the entire game.
See, and that's why I'm picking Arizona. He's going to be
Trace
throwing it on the
McSorley,
dime.
throw it on a dime. And I ain't even lying. Just a boy from.
No, I'm going Tampa that game. There's no
Going
way in hell
Arizona.
Trace
Speaking it, too.
McSorley would beat. Although Purdy beat Tom Brady.
Exactly. Who you going, Jordan?
Tampa.
All right, I'm taking Arizona. All right, and then to finish out the week on Monday night, we got the Chargers going to Indianapolis, play the Colts. Oh, by the way, the Bucks are 6.5 points favorites with a 41 over/under, and then in this game, the Chargers are are favorites by 4 with a 46.5 over/under, and the Chargers are about to beat the shit out of the Colts.
I just seen your comment to that chick.
So somebody on the Facebook Live said, "Hi, babies," and so I just replied with, "We're grown men."
Okay.
But
Marcus says this hidden comment might include sensitive content or spam.
it just says gay. But who you guys got? Chargers and Colts. I'm taking Chargers.
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 Colts blew a 33-0 lead.
You know, they had Saturday on Saturday last week. Why didn't they just have Saturday on Saturday this week? Back-to-back Saturdays on Saturday? I mean, Saturday.
Didn't work out too good for him last
What are
time.
you talking
Just Saturday on Saturday.
about? Oh. I was so
I got it.
confused.
I
I
got
was
it.
confused.
Alright, well, that's the Week 16 preview.
Are we doing underdogs, favorites?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
You guys go to your Snapchats, pull it up.
I just pulled up the street, bro.
Can't see it.
Yeah, we can't see shit, bro.
Well, see, that's why you have no viewers, man.
All right,
Nobody can
what are we
see it.
starting with?
Favorite. Do I need to explain how a favorite works again, Christian?
Yeah.
Alright, so you see a team. You're like, okay, that team's gonna win. What's the spread? Oh, they're supposed to win by at least 4. That team's gonna win by more than 4. And that's a favorite.
What if they get Ghana?
Then they probably won't win by 4. You could just look on here if you want. That's cool. Alright, quick. I'm gonna
I'm
go.
gonna pick Jacksonville over 1.
Detroit.
Detroit. Oh my god.
I swear on everything, bro. I picked Detroit last week, dog.
No, I remember you saying you were the only one who picked the Jets.
But I remember you guys telling me the Jets' defense was so, like, badass and stuff.
I didn't say that. I said Sauce Gardner.
Alright. Give me. Fuck.
I'm gonna go Cincy.
Oh, that was. Yeah, I'm doing the same actually.
Alright, so me and Wyatt are riding with Cincy.
Copycat.
I was literally gonna pick it, and he said I'm going with Cincy. I was like, well, fuck.
Favorite dog?
Well, then you changed last minute then.
No,
right?
I'm not changing.
Who's your favorite dog? Or didn't you say Raiders were gonna be your favorite dog?
I think I did, yeah.
Or are you taking Green Bay as your favorite dog?
How much?
Give me New York.
Green Bay.
4. New York Jets or New York Giants?
Jets.
Give me Miami. No.
See that?
Nah, fuck that. Give me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Raiders for my dog.
How are they projected to lose that game?
Because they just won on a fluke play.
I'm gonna go Atlanta.
Give me New Orleans.
Alright. And overs.
I'm gonna say Saints and Cleveland goes over 32.
Buffalo, Chicago.
I'm gonna go Detroit and Carolina.
I'm going to go over for the Jags and Jets. Over 38.
All right, and unders.
Chiefs Seahawks.
Green Bay, Miami.
For the laugh, New Orleans, Cleveland. I'm just
I mean, if we end up beating them 28-0, I'll take that.
I'm predicting like 12-6. All field goals.
All field goals.
As long as we have that 12, I'm cool.
I'm just gonna go Denver and Rams. All right. Well, any last words you guys want to say before we sign off? Feliz Navidad.
Adrenaline.
Happy
in my
Hanukkah.
soul.
Merry Chrysler.
Christmas is going to be a great day for me because the Bucks are playing on Christmas. And then,
I was just about to say that.
and then the Packers are playing on Christmas, so it's going to be a great day.
Why is the Bucks playing on Christmas is a good day for you?
Yeah, about them Knicks, though.
Oh,
straight.
Milwaukee Bucks.
Basketball.
I was like,
Yeah.
Killed
So
the chain.
so the Packers play at 11, and then the Bucks play at 3.
what did you say, Christian?
So how about them Knicks, though? 8 straight, and we killed the champs.
Yeah, but Cleveland's gonna win it all.
False.
You gotta run into us now, boy. We're on the hot streak.
Yeah, but Donovan Mitchell. That's all I gotta say.
He's all right.
All right.
He's no Giannis.
Are we a basketball podcast?
And neither of them are R.J. Barrett.
Get sign off. Go away.
All
Hey,
right,
I'm
fellas.
just saying facts. Is Giannis R.J. Barrett?
No, he is not RJ Barrett.
Alright, so why get
But I'm saying,
We're just saying facts here.
I thought we were saying skill wise.
I know, RJ's way
Giannis
better
is
skill-wise.
clearly up here. RJ is like maybe down here. Probably more like down here.
I'm just saying, who went further in the college playoffs though? Not Giannis.
In the college playoffs,
Mm-hmm.
in which Giannis never participated in.
It's
Dude,
he's a bum.
Just say Giannis will never be Christian Laettner, and we're all on the same page.
Christian is okay. Hold on. What? Giannis is so far ahead of Christian Laettner ever would be.
Not in college.
He didn't play in college. He played overseas basketball
So he
professionally.
wasn't smart enough to go to college, is what you're saying.
Alright, I'm done.
Couldn't get passing grades.
So how are you gonna feel when in 15 years Giannis and Aaron Rodgers have the same amount of rings?
I'm fine. I'm chilling.
One each? You're fine with one each?
No, I want Giannis to get one more.
Wow, you've turned your back on Aaron.
Dude, I'm ready for Aaron to leave. Just hand over the keys to Love. I'm ready for it. Let's just get it over with.
Well,
What if, to hand him the keys, Love has to take some ayahuasca?
Then go do ayahuasca. I don't care. Just Aaron Rodgers needs to go.
well, this is a football podcast, so let's talk a little bit of college football bowl season. One game in specific.
Oh, well. Cool.
Dude, I was
Bye.
just about to do
Bye,
that.
Christian.
No, it's because the Gators got beat 30-3 by Oregon State. But we're signing out. Love you guys.